y'all doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. The Friday Focus is back. Checking in live here on the IG. Waiting to hook up with Facebook. What up? Hey, y'all. What's going on? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Super to be back. Checking in here with everybody on Facebook and Instagram. Hope y'all are having a great day. What's up? My name is Justin Kegley. Welcome to the Friday Focus. This is the show where we combine passion, purpose, and clear, simple solutions to help you create massive success and achieve your highest potential. Super pumped to be back. It has been, it's been what, 4 months? 3-4 months? Because we have been off. We were off for the summer. Whew, so much happening this summer. I don't know about you, but everything just seems to be getting busier and busier, right? I spent most of my summer either coaching baseball or watching baseball. That's what I did this summer, literally. Coaching the little boys baseball, watching baseball on the weekends with my oldest son, Riley, and then obviously being here and just working and continuing to make an impact. We had just such a crazy summer. But I'm super excited to be back here live on the Friday Focus, bringing you some information to help you to figure out how can we continue to move forward in your life and continue to create massive success. So here we go. We're going to fire it up for today. Hey, so drop your comments in if you have any questions below. Here's what we're going to do. I've got some super fun stuff. Since we've been gone on the Friday Focus, we have done some awesome things. We've launched our movement fitness product line, supplements, super great. We love this. Oh man, that chocolate dream is delicious. So we've launched our supplement line to help bring solutions to our people, to help bring something that's really good, that tastes great, but also is something that is going to provide value and it isn't filled with fillers and sugar and garbage and all kinds of stuff. So super pumped about that. Today, you know what? I'm going to give away some of our protein, chocolate dream or the vanilla cream, whatever you want. I'm going to give away one of those for commenting down below and letting me know that you're here on the Friday Focus. So send your messages here and we'll do that. I'll tell you what, I'll give away a bottle of our amazing energy too. And if you share this, I'll put you in a drawing to win a bottle of our energy. It's super great. It is not crazy, but anyway, we'll love that. So here's the deal. The pace of life, like I talked about earlier, seems to be moving faster every single day. What up, Melissa? There is so much to do. What up, Tom? Oh, man, movement fitness is the very best. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Hey, hope you're doing well. Man, I don't get to see you anymore, but, man, I hope you're doing really well. Illinois Elite, I do see Illinois Elite just pumping them out. You got girls getting offers from all over the place. So keep doing what you're doing, man, because you're making a huge impact and allowing those girls to continue to go on and make an impact where they want to go. So congratulations, man. That is awesome. So Friday Focus. Today, here's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about win the day. Win the day. We're going to talk about going 1-0. 1-0. And I want you to know that doesn't seem like a very sexy or awesome concept. But what I want you to know is going 1-0, winning the day in front of you, is going to give you the opportunity to create massive success. Look, right now, we have things going on in our lives. We are busy. Pace of life is fast. It's going all over the place. It is crazy. There's so much to do. And it just seems to be getting faster and faster. But here's what I want you to know. We seem to be coming up short on our purpose for most of us, right? Some of us are not. If you look at Coach Tom, what he's doing, 199 Division I players. Holy cow, man, that is incredible. Keep doing it. I like it. We look at where we're at right now, and we think, maybe we're overweight. Maybe we're not where we want to be in our job. Maybe we're distracted. When you're home, you're thinking about work or something else, or maybe you think you should be working out, or when you're working out or you're at work, you're thinking about home and all those things. And we just always spend time on our phone, right? So we end up being distracted. We are pulled in so many different directions. And so the bad news is that when we think of restarting, when we think of winning the day, when we think of doing something that's going to help us achieve long-term success, it's overwhelming. We think, well, I want to lose 40, 50 pounds or 20 pounds or 30 pounds or whatever, and I don't know where to start. I want a new job, and I'm tired of where I'm at, but I don't even know what to do or where to begin. Well, today I want to provide you with the start of a peak performance plan, the triple P. Yeah, I like that. Just came up with that a little bit ago. But we're going to come up with the peak performance plan. So here's the deal. We want to help you continue to strive towards greatness, right? And greatness is not about taking massive action. Greatness is about taking the step in front of you and doing it consistently every single day, all day. That's the goal. We're never going to be perfect. You're never going to do everything. You're not going to hit a home run every single time you're up at the plate, right? The goal is how do we start to build habits and patterns that will lead us toward success? How do we be great today? How do we be intentional with our attitude and our actions? I'm actually going to take a quote that I learned from a new mentor of mine, someone that I hired to do some coaching for me. His name is Ben Newman, and he's been super great. Someone I've been taking in some information. I just read his book, Uncommon Leadership, which I highly recommend if you're interested. It's 11 stories from 11 different people about what they do and how they create the burn in their life and how they connect purpose and passion to help them keep moving forward. So what I want to do is I want to take a quote that he gave from Coach Nick Saban, because he's the mental conditioning coach for the Alabama Crimson Tide. And he gave this quote, and here it is. It is, know what to do and do what you know. I talked about it earlier in the week a little bit, and I want to break this down. I want to go through this, because here's what happens. When we are down, when we're in a slump, we are in this vicious cycle. It's like, I don't know where to begin, so you know what? I'm not going to work out, and I'm going to eat. And it doesn't have to just be about fitness. This is an easy example that I think a lot of people relate to, but it could be in all kinds of things. It could be at home, it could be with work, could be wherever. But think about this. We get in this vicious cycle, and it's like, well, I'm tired. So what do? You hit the snooze. You don't wake up in the morning. You don't get up with the alarm clock. You hit the snooze for a little bit, and then you wake up, and then you're late, and so like you're running around the house, and you're trying to get yourself ready for work, but you end up getting late to work, and then you're just behind all day, every day, and then you're exhausted from trying to catch up. And then at the end of the day, you're like, well, I'm tired. I don't want to go to the gym or work out, or I don't want to go for a walk. So what do instead? You go home, and then you don't feel good, and you sit there, and you don't prepare a meal, and all this stuff. You get into this vicious cycle, and it's difficult to get out of it. But when we start taking simple steps, we can start to get into what's called a virtuous cycle, what's something that's just going to continue to help us go forward. When you get momentum, you're able to continue moving forward easier. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. An object in motion stays in motion. And what we want to do is we want to create motivation so we can start moving. All right, so know what to do and do what you know. So we're going to keep this really simple. And then I'm going to give you 3 steps to success that you can start taking today. All right, so here it is. Number 1, know what to do. Know what to do. Do you know what your goals are? Ask yourself, seriously, do you know what you want to achieve? Do you know where you want to go? Do you know what your purpose is, what your why is, what your burn is, what's deep within you that's going to keep you moving forward no matter what? Something that's going to pull you like a magnet. It's so strong it's going to pull you through all the crap in life. Do you know what that is? What up, Jay Carp? How you doing? If you don't know where that is, then it's going to be really hard to get somewhere, right? If you don't know your destination, you'll never get there. And most of us don't take time because we think I'm so busy that I can't sit down and I can't write out goals and I can't think about what I want to do. And some of you are like, I don't know what my purpose means. I don't know what my why is, and I don't know any of that stuff. And I want you to just step back. And there are a couple different illustrations and a couple different ways to think about this. But number one, I want you to think about if you met yourself in 10 years and you met the ideal version of you, what would that look like? What would you physically look like? What would you mentally look like? What would you sound like? What would you be doing? If you can answer those questions, man, you'll be able to start reverse engineering your life so that way you can line up with that and ultimately get yourself on track to have success. No matter if it's, financial or physical, spiritual, emotional, mental, all of these things matter. And thinking them through to the end to go, this is where I want to go. This is what I want to be. Oftentimes, I've heard this through many different speakers and teachers, is if you sat down and wrote out your eulogy. I know that seems a little dark, but if you wrote out your eulogy and thought about the things that you would want people to say about you at your funeral, what would that look like? Because that is ultimately how we start to set up our lives. That is how we know what to do, know where we want to go, and know exactly what we should do. If you have a clear picture, it's way easier to start moving towards that. So step number one is know what to do. Be intentional and be clear in setting up your destination. Number two, do what you know. Do what you know. This is the second part of this, and here's what I want you to know. Can we get better? Absolutely. You better believe it. That's why we're doing this whole thing. Can we get better? Can we learn more? Can we physically get better? Can we mentally get better? Can we get better at work? Absolutely. We should continue to get better. But what I want you to know today is this. Everything you need to get better is already inside you. It's already in here. You already have everything it takes to start moving today. Not tomorrow. Not next Monday. Not next month. Not when a month starts on a Monday. Not January 1st. Not when the motivation or inspiration hits you, but today. This moment, this opportunity right now is where you can start to make a difference. You can start moving in the direction of your life, but you have to do what you know. Real success comes from the consistency of the habits that you have in your life. First, we create our habits, then our habits create us. It's real simple. You have to create the habits that are eventually going to lead you to long-term success. But you have to start today. You have to start working in the direction of your goals. Now, oftentimes people will take this whole mindset and shift it and go, you know what? I call it the New Year's Eve plan. Everything changes tomorrow, where it's like, you know what, tomorrow, I don't eat any more ice cream. I'm working out 14 sessions a week. I'm going to be, just crushing myself. I'm going to work 20 hours a day. I'm going to sleep 2, all that kind of stuff. And it's like, you know what, hang on. Here's what you actually need to do. You need to do one thing today. You need to do one thing today to start moving in the direction of your goals. If you have fitness goals, you need to start doing something. Start doing something. Go for a walk. If you're like, you know what, I want to start achieving success, great. Start by doing something simple. Make a decision, make a commitment. Go for a walk. Begin there. If you want to start losing some weight, don't change your entire diet. Change one thing. If you're drinking soda, how do you cut that out? Or at least cut it by half? How do you stop eating fast food? If you're eating fast food 7 days a week, how do you eat it 4 days a week? Right? These small, simple changes are going to be sustainable in the long term. If you start making massive overhauls, it's not going to last. 90 high percentage of the time, it's not going to last. I want you to create habits that are sustainable, that you can take with you the rest of your life. Start moving and start doing the work that you need to do. If you want to be better at work, get to work a little bit earlier. Wake up in the morning on time, get yourself awake, get yourself ready. If you want to start showing up better for your kids at home, for the people around you, then you need to make sure that you put your phone away, or you get your work done and focus. Put your phone away at work so you get all your stuff done, or set healthy and great standards and expectations at work so you get that done for the day so you can go home and be there. Or you can go be with your family and your friends. Like, I know there are times you're going to get distracted, and I know there are times that things are coming at you hard, and there's heavy work seasons. But you set the pace of your work life. You do. If your life is crazy right now, if you're taking on so much at work, then guess what? It's because you're allowing it to happen. You're allowing it to happen. You got to figure out a way to make that work. And I know you got to get work done. I got to get work done. But that doesn't mean that you can't find a way to fit in the things that you want and need to achieve. So, start by making small steps. Start building new habits. Will you change those habits? Absolutely, you better if you want to continue to get better. But make the habits. Start moving in the direction. Figure out what you want to achieve, and then adjust and adapt from there. If you do that, you're going to start putting yourself on the way to success. Remember, you are a long-term project, a long-term investment. We all are. If we start looking at ourselves that way rather than a short, quick fix, stop thinking about the quick fix. Because the quick fix doesn't last. And the quick fix will leave you frustrated. Our goal is to live longer and healthier lives, and to make an impact on our community and the people around us. And if we really truly want to do that, then it's up to us to make those investments in our lives. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the 3 tips, the 3 things that will help you immediately today, if you want to start building yourself, to start winning the day, to go 1-0 today, and to start creating massive success. Here's the 3 things that I'm going to help you with. And as we go through, what you need to know, as we go through this over the next couple weeks, we're going to build this peak performance plan. We're actually going to put something together so that you can see it, you can feel it, and know exactly what it should look like and how you progress. Everybody's is going to look a little different, but it's an opportunity to get that blueprint, to get a plan so you can start moving in the direction of your goals. Number one is your mindset. You got to do something every single day for your mind. You got to do something every single day to build a positive mindset. Your mind, your brain is just like any other muscle in your body. If you don't work it, it will atrophy. It will go away, or it will go negative. It won't go away, but it will get negative. It will get down. It will get tired. And we don't want that. I don't think anybody actually wants that. We try to find things like Netflix and Facebook and all kinds of stuff to I just want to zone out for a little bit. But what I want you to actually do, while it's good to relax, those things don't actually relax you. Things that relax you are things that let your mind go, which is things like going for a walk or spending time with people that you love and care about, laughing and having some fun. Our goal is to create a mindset that is resilient, that allows us to have mental toughness. And I don't mean toughness like, God, would just, go get her done, right? Like, I'm talking about toughness that allows you to face adversity and to overcome it, to face challenges, to see where you're at and say, you know what? I am going to fight through this no matter what's going on. That's what we want to do in building mental toughness. You can do some simple things. You can listen to podcasts that align with your thought process. What's cool about podcasts is often they have guests on, then you can learn about other people, and then you can kind of spread. That's actually how I found Ben Newman, is through the Ed Milet podcast, which is something that I listened to. And then I found another one, and it's just kind of led me down this path. And it's really good. So podcasts are one way. I would challenge you to read at least 10 pages or more of a book that's nonfiction every single day. That's one of my main goals. When I am growing, when I am developing, and when I am at my absolute best, I am reading every single day. That's something that I highly, highly recommend for you. You can do a devotional. You can read the Bible. You can listen to some music. But doing something that's going to set your mindset in a positive frame every single day is huge. Take time. Generally, when we talk about this, we talk about setting it up in the context of a morning routine, because this is where you can set your mind to begin. That's where I would recommend that. Get it done. If you have a car ride, if you have to go somewhere, listen to something that can help you out there. If you have time in the morning, get yourself set up early. Do something every single day, one thing for your mind every single day, to build mental toughness and to build a positive mindset. Number two is exercise. Wow, shocked by that one. Exercise. Exercise releases endorphins. Endorphins make us feel good. Why wouldn't you want to feel good? Yes, I know working out can be hard. I know getting up and lifting weights early in the morning is not always the most fun for a lot of people. I know going for a run after work is not always the most fun for people. I totally understand. I get it. I do. But what I want you to know is there is nothing that is better for you in your mind and your body than to go and move. It's so important. And I highly recommend it for you. You don't have to start off by crushing yourself and doing some high intensity workout, but you do have to start doing something. I think walking is highly underrated, and if you aren't doing anything, start going for a walk. You can change your life. I think everybody should go for walks multiple times a week at least, because it is so good for you, not only physically, but it's also good for your mind. Start doing something now. Make movement a priority. Positive mindset. Exercise. Number 3 is this. It's what we talked about in the beginning. Know what to do. Set your standard. A phrase Ben Newman talks about is standard over feelings. Standard over feelings. I love this. Do you have standards for your life? We talked about it in the beginning of this session. Do you know who you want to be in 10 years? What you want people to say about you when you pass away? Do you know what that looks like? You know what 10 years from now looks like physically? All that kind of stuff. If you don't have standards for your life, then how would you ever hit them? How would you know who you are or where you want to become? Okay? This is where you hit the snooze button because you don't feel like waking up, scroll through social media, all that stuff. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to start setting some standards. Set some goals for your life. Set some standards, whatever it is. You know what? I'm gonna work out so many times a week. I'm going to do cardiovascular workouts. I'm going to do strength workouts. I'm going to read X a day. I'm going to listen to so many podcasts or whatever it is. I'm going to do this stuff for me every single day. And I want you to write out those standards. And I want you to think about what that looks like. How are you going to show up at home? How are you going to show up at work? What are the standards that you have? We want to have standards because what it does is it keeps us from relying on our feelings. Because our feelings are always going to lie to us. Because your feelings in the morning, I had it this morning, I had it yesterday morning, I had it the morning before that when the alarm clock went off. Actually, 2 of the 3 days I beat the alarm clock up. But I still laid there and I rolled over and I thought, I don't have to get up. I could stay in bed. You could stay here. And I thought, don't negotiate with yourself, because later today I'm going to be super mad at myself if I don't wake up right now and do the things that I said I was going to do. Set the standards, because we want standard over feelings. Don't negotiate yourself. Be filled with integrity. Do what you said you were going to do. Show up and do it every day. Romans 12:2 still says, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You have a choice every single day. You can do it or not. You can meet the standard or not. You think about what lies ahead for you. Are you going to be able to meet what you want to be true of you? Don't sacrifice what you want now for what you want in the future. I want you to focus and think about this. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. If you think about what that means, and think about how many of you would actually look at this world and go, hey, you know what? There's a lot of things that are messed up, man, right now. We talk about a whole lot of things, but what instead would be better, rather than talking about them, was to be about them and to be about the transformation and the change that you want to see in your life and in your world. And the only place you can do that is right in front of you. I actually got on right before this session and I was thinking, and I was just praying, and I was saying, God, I just give me the thing to say, and I want to change the world one person at a time. And then I laughed at myself and I said, I actually don't want to change the world. I just want to help one person. I just want to help one person. And that's all I'm going to focus on doing, is trying to bring the best that I can every single day to help at least one person, because I want to make an impact in this world, because that's who I believe that God's called me to be. So, transform. Be transformed. It starts in your mind. That's why mindset was number 1. Starts with your mind. Begin with your mind, and that's where you can change. Live your life in a way that you won't have any regrets. I want you to live with passion. I want you to live with purpose, and I want you to be action-oriented. Man, that's what I want for you. In the coming weeks, we're going to continue to build on this peak performance plan, because my goal is to help you, to help me, to lock in these habits and patterns, so that way ultimately we know exactly where we're going to go, exactly what we want to do, and to live our lives without regrets and to have massive success. And when I say success, it doesn't necessarily mean financial or whatever. I want you to live life and have success on your terms, whatever that looks like. So if this, man, that was a lot of stuff. Thank you so much for joining me today. Here's the deal. For the next 24 hours, I'm going to let this roll. If you comment on this, if you make it all the way through this, and we go through, I'm going to pick one person, and we're going to give away a bottle of our whey protein. The other thing I'm going to do is this. If you found value in this, if this brought you hope, if it made you laugh, if it, I don't know, if you're just like, man, at least let me eat lunch with somebody, I appreciate you. If you share this, I'm going to put you in a drawing. So anybody that shares this, I'm going to put you in a drawing to give away a bottle of our energy. This stuff is super great. It's great because it's got not a super crazy amount of caffeine, but it is super healthy. It's clean, and it allows you to have a great feeling pre-workout. So super, super excited about the movement energy, focus, endurance, natural energy. Bam! Love it. So if you've found value in this, I appreciate y'all. Share this. Share it with anybody that might be struggling, need some help, need some hope, or just need to hear a message from a crazy man. So that's it. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Comment below. Let me know what you thought of it. And that's it. So I hope to see you all soon. We are going to be back next Friday here on the Friday Focus. And don't forget, as always, to be great today. See ya.